Today we got Gamora, daughter of Thanos, going up against Namor, King of Atlantis. Who comes out on top? Let's find out. The sole surviving member of the Zinwabiri, Gamora was saved as a child by Thanos. Through Thanos' augmentations and training, she became a highly skilled and feared galactic assassin. Using her new formidable skills and abilities, she gained the reputation and title of the deadliest woman in the universe. Thanos augmented Gamora physically, so she has highly enhanced speed, strength, reflexes, agility, stamina, and durability. It's been said that she is the physical equal of Adam Warlock, and she's much stronger than she appears, as she'll be able to hurt Nova, She-Hulk, and Captain Marvel. She's fast enough to easily dodge laser fire, deflect a blast from a spectrum, be able to easily dance around Thanos when they sparred. The Mad Titan even admitted that Gamora is much faster than him. She's a near unbreakable skeleton and an amazing healing factor. Gamora's been able to survive a fall from outer space on multiple occasions, blasts from Spectrum, Captain Marvel, and Iron Man. When she was punched straight through a building, she was more pissed than hurt. But where Gamora really shines is her fighting ability. She's mastered 83.4% of known armed and unarmed fighting styles from across the galaxy, and her skills are considered to be among the best in the Marvel Universe. Gamora's been able to defeat an entire army by herself in 10 minutes, fought against Angela, Thor's half-angel, half-Asgardian sister, beat the Thing with one simple nerve strike, and knows a nerve strike that would kill anyone besides Thanos. Now her preferred weapons are swords and knives, her favorite being the Godslayer. To sum it all up, Gamora is called the galaxy's most dangerous woman, and she definitely lives up to that name. So, this we got in one corner, daughter of Thanos, Gamora. But, entering the ring, the other corner, well, it's the King of Atlantis, Namor. Namor the Submariner is the ruler of undersea Atlantis. The offspring of a sea captain and Atlantean princess, he has been both a hero and a villain to the surface world. Namor is one of Marvel's oldest published characters with his origins in the golden age of comics. Namor is an incredibly strong mutant, and while under the water, it's been stated that his strength is virtually unmatched. He's been able to lift hundreds of thousands of tons and hold his own against Thor, Hulk, and Blue Marvel. Also has superhuman speed, being able to swim over 300 knots, and he's dodged countless blasts from superhuman opponents. He also has superhuman durability, and has been able to survive after taking a beating both Sentry and Thanos. Namor also has a superhuman healing factor, but it's at its peak when he's under the water. That's the thing, while Namor is very powerful, he draws his powers in some ways from the water. So the longer he's out of the water, his power slowly decreases over time. However, this does take a very long time, as one time he spent several years out of the water. Namor has the unique ability to channel the powers of any aquatic life in the sea. It's like he's been able to channel the abilities of an electric eel and shoot electric bolts from his hands. Due to Namor's incredibly long life, he's fought in countless different wars and battles, and is a seasoned hand-to-hand combatant. He's skilled enough to have earned both the respect of his colleagues and the fear of his enemies. Even though Namor is a skilled weapons user, especially skilled with a trident, he prefers to engage his opponents in hand-to-hand combat. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, Gamora is the most dangerous woman, not just in the world, but in the entire universe. And, being a daughter of Thanos, well, she can give a good fight to just about anyone. Probably even beat just about anyone. So today we're going to put that theory to the test and throw up against the King of Atlantis, Namor. So who's coming out on top here? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, first things first, we take a look at physicality. Which one of these two is stronger and more powerful? Well, it's gotta be Namor, obviously. He's strong enough to briefly support the island of Utopia. He's blocked strikes from Thor with his trident, broken free of the crimson bands of Sidorak, which have restrained the likes of Hulk and Juggernaut in the past. When he was under control of Mr. Sinister, Namor actually busted apart a Celestial's head. And that's another thing. Namor actually has the ability to throw a seriously powerful punch. Namor and Hulk have collided under the water and caused an earthquake that rattled the sea for hundreds of miles. He's one-shot to both Wolverine and Thing in the past, knocked around both Luke Cage and She-Hulk, and actually made Thor, Sentry, and Hercules bleed with his punches. Even made Thanos bleed with a punch. And yeah, it was the kind of punch where Namor broke every single bone in his hand, went on to get the absolute crap beat out of him. But the fact that Namor was able to replicate the one drop of blood scene with the actual comic book Thanos is insanely impressive. Definitely Namor's highest end feat, but it shows that Namor's high end feat is crazy high. And Gamora can't necessarily compete when it comes to just pure strength. But here's the thing, she doesn't need to. For starters, strength definitely isn't Gamora's primary method of victory. Secondly, she's definitely capable of punching way above what should be her normal weight class. She's been able to kick the crap out of both Captain Marvel and She-Hulk. Actually managed to one-shot She-Hulk and gone on to ragdoll around Ronan the Accuser, send him flying through the air. Then there are her fights against Drax the Destroyer, more specifically, classic Drax the Destroyer. Even in Drax's lower showings, he was able to hang with the likes of Professor Hulk, but more consistently, able to consistently hang with Thor-level characters, even beat them. Yet Gamora was able to consistently injure Drax for attacks. So then what about durability? Well, again, it's gotta be Namor. He's taken blows from Iron Man, from Thor, from Hercules, and from Sentry. Even took that absolute devastating beating from Thanos. He survived point-blank explosions whose impact could be felt for miles, swam through billions of gallons of flaming oil, and can clearly take swings from Gamora's sword as well, seeing as how he was pretty much unaffected by double stab from Wolverine straight through the chest. In fact, Namor went on to knock Wolverine out with just one punch right afterwards. But it's the same thing as strength. Durability might not be Gamora's greatest asset, but she can definitely hang in there. Thanos actually upgraded her to have a nearly indestructible skeleton. When she's taking punches, she's usually more pissed off than actually injured. She's actually fallen from outer space and crash landed on a planet more than once. Then, probably most impressively, Gamora managed to survive being temporarily exposed to the raw heat of the sun. However, we're going to flip the script when we talk about speed and agility. Now, Namor isn't necessarily slow. In fact, he's actually one of the faster and more agile bricks in comics. Might even be faster than Gamora when it comes to just pure travel speed, especially seeing as how he's got the ability to fly. But in a fight, well, he's routinely managed to dodge energy blast, catch missiles and torpedoes, and he's still able to dodge, block, or catch attacks even when he's caught by surprise or coming from behind. But Gamora's got the clear edge here, no question about it. In fact, due to her enhancements and her rigorous training, Gamora is actually one of the fastest fighters in the Marvel Universe. Normal warriors can't possibly keep up with her. She's actually routinely speed blitzed them and moved faster than the eye can see, and she's casually dodged bullets and laser blast coming her way. And then even though Thanos isn't necessarily the pinnacle of speed, Gamora has been able to easily dance all around Thanos while they were sparring, and Thanos even admitted that she's just way faster than he is. Gamora is also the much more skilled fighter. Namor's got some skill, he's a trained fighter with a whole lot of experience, but he tends to be more of a typical brawler, just slug it out with opponents, relying on his power to bring him out on top. Gamora is kind of the exact opposite. She can't rely on her strength and power to beat her opponents, since a lot of her opponents are stronger and more powerful than her. And so she's got to rely upon her skill and technique. And she's definitely got a whole lot of skill. In fact, it's been said that Gamora knows 83% of the universe's martial arts and combat techniques. Not the world's, the entire universe's. Which is just insane. She's routinely managed to beat hordes of soldiers or take down entire armies all by herself. Seriously, she's routinely done this. She's fought against other skilled fighters like Angela, Nebula, and Valkyrie, Gamora is even able to use her greater skill to beat much more powerful opponents. She's clowned on Maxim, who, according to Mantis, has Hulk-like strength. She's one-shot Rage with a nerve strike, one-shot Thing with a nerve strike, injured Thanos with a nerve strike, and even has a nerve strike that would kill anyone who wasn't Thanos. It was actually Thanos who said it would have killed anyone besides him. So, in order for him to think that, the nerve strike clearly had to injure him pretty bad. So, Namor is physically superior, but Gamora is the better fighter. Will use that skill to regularly beat more powerful opponents. Physical power is great, but when you got the skill necessary to counter that physical power, well, that's a real hard thing to beat. And it's not even like Namor's savagery and brutality will help him out here. Yeah, Namor is one of the more savage heroes out there. Someone who actually has no problem killing, or at least threatening to kill other heroes. But Gamora has fought against brutal fighters before, and is ridiculously brutal herself, even going so far to dismember and decapitate pretty much anyone she wants. So, end of the day, who's coming out on top here? Well, like we said, I like Namor's physicality, but I love Gamora's skill. She's routinely managed to beat people who should be way above her weight class. She's got absolutely no remorse about killing, and I think she's coming out on top here. Gamora wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure the like button, subscribe button, turn on notifications, join the FanCo army, and I will see you next time.